Good morning, Lower School. So excited to be with you today. As Ms. Babine said, we don't have any student or faculty or staff birthdays in the Lower School today, but we do have one massive, important, and exciting birthday today that we are celebrating. Today is the 150th birthday of Margaret Kinkaid. Miss Kinkaid, the one who our school is named after, the amazing woman who founded the Kinkaid School. She would have been 150 years old today, so it's a really, really exciting time. I want to invite you to take a look at the amazing art project that our pre-K and kindergarten and third graders did. It's right outside the library there on your way out to recess. Really, really great job with that. Well, it is a special day, a little rainy, but it's going to be a celebratory, fun day. A lot of you may not know that I used to be a history teacher. You know me as the head of school, but long before that, I taught history in upper schools for a long time. And as a result, I love history. But then I certainly love anything about the history of our school, the Kinkaid School. So I thought I'd share with you on this 150th birthday of Margaret Kinkaid a little bit about her, a little bit about the founder, the person who started our great special school. So I will teach you this morning a little bit. So here you go. You ready? Okay. Mrs. Kinkaid was born Margaret Bell Culbertson Hunter on April 29th, 1874. That's 150 years ago today, in Houston, Texas, as the youngest of 5 children. As a young woman, she was licensed to teach elementary school students, and she began her teaching career at Hawthorne Elementary School in Houston Independent School District. She happily taught there until December 1899. When she married her husband, W.J. Kinkaid. Once she got married, believe it or not, she was fired. She lost her job, as women often were not allowed to be married and work professionally at that time. This is a long time ago. It's crazy, isn't it? After the 1900 Galveston hurricane and the growth of the oil industry due to the Spindletop discovery, the population of Houston increased quickly. The local schools were becoming overcrowded, so in 1904, with the encouragement of local families, Margaret Kinkaid opened her neighborhood school. Guess where she did it? In her home, at her house. That's the first Kinkaid School. Her first 7 students, all elementary school age, they were all lower school, met around her dining room table at her home. Miss Kinkaid quickly closed the school, however, to care for her newborn second son, William, before reopening the school in 1906, which is why our founding date is listed as 1906 on our school seal. So Kinkaid is officially open 1906. The Kinkaid Lower School is the oldest division at Kinkaid. Middle school grades were added later. By the 1920s, it had outgrown Miss Kinkaid's house. There were too many students. They couldn't all fit in there. So they moved to the Richmond location in 1924. So 100 years ago. Isn't that wild? All this coming together. Exactly 100 years ago, they started the Richmond campus. Miss Kinkaid did. And eventually, Kinkaid became a kindergarten through 12th grade school in 1934. Miss Kinkaid stayed as head of the Kinkaid School until the summer of 1951. So a long time she served as the head of school. Sadly, she passed away in December of that same year, 1951, but her legacy absolutely lives on here at Kinkaid. And I'm honored to serve as the 7th head of school at Kinkaid. And none of all this special school would be possible without Miss Margaret Kinkaid's bold vision and leadership. And now I'd like to show you a few photos of Miss Kinkaid and our school from the very early days. I think you'll enjoy it. You want to take a look at that with me? So there's Miss Kinkaid upon her graduation. So she's roughly 18 years old in that photo. Go ahead. And then her first son was named Hunter Kinkaid. And that's a picture of him. Yep, great. And then you can see her second son, William. And William, believe it or not, he ultimately became a teacher, and he even worked at his mom's school, and he served as head of the upper school at the Kinkaid School. How amazing is that? All right, and then there's a photo of the Kinkaid family with her husband. And then there's the original first Kinkaid at her house there at San Jacinto and Elgin right there in Houston. And then there's an early picture of the kids that were at Kinkaid in 1912. Looks a little different. And then another one, here's 1921. And then how about that? They still had report cards back then, did a little differently. That one is 1918, a report card from the Kinkaid School. Isn't that amazing? Primary source. And then Field Day has been around so long. Look at that. There's programs from the late 1930s and from early 1940s. I believe it's 1941. That's a long time ago. We've been doing Kinkaid Field Day. Very special. And then I've got a 60-second video that I think you'll get a kick out of watching of Field Day from 1934. Some of it looks the same. A lot of it looks very different. Very special day. I hope y'all have a fabulous day. Fourth grade, good luck on your ERBs. Go Falcons. Y'all have a great day.